Damn, you know when you're old and the Pokemon are like, you don't know them anymore? That's how you know you're old. What up YouTube, Nate here from Thriftdweller. How are you guys doing? It's been a while. I have to kind of keep quiet, kids are sleeping upstairs, but today I wanted to shoot a pickup video. It's been a while since we've shot anything on this channel, really. If you follow us on Facebook, I haven't been posting anything on Facebook, but Lester kind of summed it up about the whole monetization thing and I don't know, YouTube apocalypse for all the smaller channels. Has YouTube really lost its soul? Comment below, let me know what you think in the comments. I like Lester's take on it though, you know, keep making videos because we want to keep making videos. Really, that's, you love doing it, so if you get paid for it, that's a bonus, but that shouldn't be your driving factor. And really, like when Lester and I started YouTubing, it was, we had fun making vlogs, basically, video blogging our video game adventures. A lot of people have kind of come along the journey with us from the beginning to now. Things have really changed, priorities change, and I think one of the reasons we haven't been making a lot of videos lately is just mainly because like retro video game collecting is done, so it's kind of weird for me to shoot a pickup video about video games. Like I've been doing pickup videos for other things, comic books, statues, what have you, but video games today. The secret is I didn't pick up any of these like myself, for the most part. Most of this stuff was picked up for me, mostly from my wife. So thank you to Mrs. Thriftdweller. You're too sweet, baby. Thank you, love you. And my wife goes to the thrift store a lot more than I do. Like we barely go to the thrift store anymore, like Thriftdweller as a whole. We don't go there anymore. My wife loves going for her own hobby or whatever. It's been out of my rotation of things to do. There are more important things, I think, that I've kind of graduated to. And going to the thrift store was one of those things I had to nix in the butt. But my wife loves going still, and she picks up things for me. She calls me, honey, I found something, do you want it, yes or no? And this is the end result of that. So for the past, I don't know, couple of months, there's some pickups here dedicated to my wife. She picked up all this stuff. So as we always do on this channel, 3 rounds of pickups. Actually, this has been sitting on my desk for a long time, and I have to shoot this pickup video because I really want to do a room tour before I, spoiler alert, sell half of everything in this room. I want to document like the journey, because really this has been a journey for over a decade almost. I've been collecting for the better part of like 10 years, slowly at some years, more aggressively on other years, but this is kind of like the culmination of all that. Almost like I feel like I'm starting another chapter in my life, so I want to document all that, all this around here. Look at, you can see some of the games here. There's more beside you here. Well, I'll show you. See, there's like more stuff here. I'm sorry it's messy in my room here, but you see there's like a lot more stuff there. I want to document all this stuff. I don't really have a wide angle camera lens. Hold on. I don't really have like a wide angle lens, so you know, I really want to do a room tour of this place before I sell it all. Am I gonna sell it all? I don't know. Stay tuned to the channel, season 7. Okay, anyways, yes, I want to do a room tour, so I got to get rid of this stuff. Round 1, ding ding ding, shelf padding, things that are added to the collection for no other reason but that they're cheap. I'll start with some of the oddity things that my wife picked up for me at the thrift store. These are like $1/4 a piece. Pac-Man books. I believe these came with like cassette tapes that read with you as you follow along in the book. They were like 50 cents for these 2 books, so like why not pick them up? There's batteries in this one for, oh, there's alkaline batteries, so hopefully that doesn't leak. They look good right now. Good till 2023, so really good video from My Life in Gaming. Always love that channel, talking about the different types of batteries that there are for handheld console or handheld, you know, are they consoles? For handheld gaming, some controllers. The guy Triforce uses non-leaking alkaline batteries. But anyway, sorry, my wife picked this up for $1 at Salvation Army on half price day. I think it was actually $1.50. Double Dragon 3. This is like the worst game ever. But in my testing of it, I actually ended up playing it for like a few minutes. It was kind of crazy. Basic kick, punch, and throw. Oh, that's so good. McDonald's started doing Pokemon stuff, so my wife, actually my daughter, was super happy to bring this home to me. It is a Cosmog. Damn, you know when you're old and the Pokemon are like, you don't know them anymore? That's how you know you're old. My daughter actually, because of McDonald's toys having Pokemon in them, we started watching Pokemon on TV. Damn, that show was pretty good. Ash Ketchum, man. Oh, but no, the old Pokemon, my daughter loves it. My daughter's been on a binge of like watching shows that I used to like watching. So Pokemon, she loves He-Man for some reason. Not even She-Ra. My daughter loves He-Man. The original 1983 He-Man. That's some good stuff. If y'all got kids, put it on. Teaches you some pro-Christian values. He-Man never kills anybody, uses his fist even though he has a gigantic sword. Nah, man, that's not how He-Man rolls, baby. And it teaches your kid good values. Really funny because like that's all a marketing thing. So I'm gonna talk about this more, but I'll probably put this at the end of the video. Shelf padding. My wife found these for $1.50 a piece because they were $3 regularly. Half price day at Salvation Army. My wife kills it on those days. Very rare. I'll show it to the back. Very rare to find Nintendo game cartridges at the thrift store for $3 nonetheless. And on a half price day for $1.50, I don't care if it's the Punisher, baby. And also Adventures of Dino Ricky. $1.50. Cool, right? Like, damn. It's been a while since I've seen cartridges at the thrift store. Actually, I've never seen. I don't go to the thrift store. My wife does, so. My wife found a stack of these on another Salvation half price day. Salvation Army half price day. $2.50. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Oh, the next generation for the Game Gear. God damn it. These were all $1.50 a piece here. You can see Genie Dark, half price day. You see the price tag there, $3. Ends up being $1.50. Looks like it was an Atlas game, but it wasn't. A tale where history meets fantasy. Wow. You know what game they were referencing with that tagline right there. Pursuit Force Extreme Justice for the PSP. I think a very interesting console to collect for it. Again, more $2.50 PS2 games here. Starsky and Hutch. These ones all had no manual though. SmackDown versus Raw. That's funny. Oh, this one had a manual in it. There you go, $2.50. You have X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse. This is a really fun game actually. It's been a while since I've played it. Oh, it's in my PSP right now, that's why. SeaWorld, Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. A certain 64-bit Matthew bought this for me as a gift, and my wife bought it again, so I have 2 copies of this. Complete in box for $2.50. No manual, $2.50 for The Simpsons Road Rage for the PS2. This looks like it should be a good game. We'll see. We'll test that out. And like my 4th copy of Kingdom Hearts for the PS2. It's funny to see how much this game's really gone down in value after it's been re-released like over and over again. There you go, $2.50 for all those PS2 games. Not a bad deal, I think. Mystery bag. What is in? Oh, I know what's in here. I pre-ordered the. Actually, okay, this one. These I purchased myself. My wife did not pick these up for me. Pop Funko vinyls, which I've gotten more than I am proud to share. You know, the amount of Pop Funko vinyls I have. I have too many for somebody who doesn't collect them. But these were just damn cool. Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. These are the 8-bit Funko Pop vinyl lines. And these ones are GameStop only because they're like the original colorway of the NES game. But I don't think these were licensed by the NES game. But that's cool. And the orange and yellow Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Again, Nintendo stylized. These are probably the coolest, at least the coolest 8-bit Funko Pop vinyls that there are. But among some of the coolest Pop Funko vinyls, period, I think. These are really cool. I could not pass these up. I could not pass these up. That's what I think I meant to say. Yeah, cool, man. I'll do unboxings of these if people are interested in them. You know. But yeah, shit, dropping these. These were about $13 Canadian a piece, or $14 a piece. But with my Edge Platinum membership card, which funny enough, my Platinum membership card from EB Games, which I should have here. I was kind of hesitant when I bought it at first, the Platinum Edge card. I was very hesitant when I bought this. You know, you pay this annually, like $15, but that thing's paid itself off for me like quite a bit in terms of just discounts. So you know, if you're gonna go to EB Games a lot like I do, I don't want to have to keep chancing at the thrift store. I know I'll always find something cool at EB Games. That card might be worth it for you to pick up. $15 investment now might save you like probably me close to $100 in discounts over the year. Because it's only good for 1 year, so like it was worth it for me. So speaking of, this is actually a very recent pickup here from EB Games. Really good deals out of nowhere. $5. No discount on this with my Edge Plan. But imagine back in 1983, you know, it's hard to imagine a world without the internet, but like really we were very isolated back then compared to now. We're not isolated at all, but back then, you know, you wanted parents to buy toys for the kids, so you made that cartoon, which really was a byproduct of the toys first. The cartoon prompted pro-Christian, you know, positive values, so parents, when they see their kids watching the show, hey, that's not bad. I will actually buy this for my kids. And the people who made He-Man toys, you know, I have the power. That was a very selected, that was very carefully made tagline for He-Man. I have the power, because in their test marketing for kids, one of the concepts that kept coming up and up and up, one of the themes kids kept saying was, I want to have the power. I want to be able to play with my toys, whatever. That word power. So Mattel, you know, marketed to the parents by having pro-Christian values, not really a violent cartoon show, and marketing to the kids, I have the power. You got big, muscular, like He-Man people. The kids had no chance, man, back in the 80s. That was like the most perfect marketing ever, and if you haven't watched it yet, check it out on Netflix. I think it's called The Toys That Created Us, a really cool documentary of Masters of the Universe. My parents had no choice but to buy He-Man. Actually, I grew up a little bit later after He-Man, because He-Man came out like a year before I was born. And I grew up in like the Ninja Turtle era. But yeah, He-Man was, man, that took the world by storm in a different type of world than today. That was like outselling everything, He-Man. Sad to see that where it is today, you know? Maybe they'll do a resurgence like Ninja Turtles. Anyways, back to a regularly scheduled program.